This tutorial is brought to you by the Mississauga Arts Council.
Hey there and welcome to the Mac Studio. Now today's a quick lesson on how to light a subject within our space. Now there's 3 lights you want to look for. 1, called the key light, 2, your fill light, and 3, your backlight over there. Now the best way for me to illustrate this is by turning things off, so ready? You can see a huge difference in the lighting and how your subject or yourself might look on camera. Now let's start off by lighting each of these lights in sequence, starting off with our key light. Now this is usually placed about 45 degrees off your subject, so it's not right in your eyes, but you will know that the closer or bigger it is to you, the softer the light might be as it diffuses across your body. And keep in mind, for any of the lights, the further away it is, or the greater the distances between the light and the subject itself, the harsher or harder the shadows might be. You'll want to avoid these shadows unless you're going for a really dramatic or moody look. Now, to counteract these shadows, you'll have what's called a fill light, 2. Now this fill light helps fill in those shadows or those darker spaces on the subject's face. This helps you have a nice equal amount of light coming from both directions. Now one thing to keep in mind is you don't want your subject to fade into the background, and this is achieved by creating depth through your lighting with a backlight. Now this allows you to have a nice little rim around the hair, and I usually aim it for the back of the neck. It gives you a chance to really have more depth in the space and differentiate between the subject in front and the backdrop behind. The placement of all of these lights creates a very inviting and welcoming atmosphere that you might find on television for interviews or portraits. And this is just how, in 3 easy ways, key light, fill light, and backlight, you can light a subject effectively within the Mac Studio.
Mac members, create your own digital content in Mac's new studio space. Review the studio guidelines and book your slot by visiting MississaugaArtsCouncil.com.